So, how in the health are you? The answer matters because living a full and satisfying life is easier to attain when both your body and brain are in an optimum condition. Your answer reveals a great deal about your thoughts. Research is showing just how much both mindset and self-talk matter. I've been interested in the brain from as far back as I can remember. That's one reason I found a statement by researcher Lin Yang, PhD, a bit disconcerting. Quote, "This generation of Americans is the first that will have a shorter life expectancy than the previous generation." End quote. Do you know what appears to be the common denominator? Lifestyle, which includes what you think, how you think, and what you tell yourself. And that involves the brain because everything begins in the brain. Humans are a combination of nature and nurture. Briefly, nature refers to genetics, the stuff handed to you by your biological parents, either in the old-fashioned way or in a test tube. That includes your 46 chromosomes, give or take a few, as research is discovering, and 25,000 to 30,000 genes containing the blueprints or plans for how you are put together and the cell replication and repair throughout life. An estimated 99% of your DNA is contained in the chromosomes. The other 1% is found in the energy factories or mitochondria inside your cells. Genetics is believed to contribute to about 30% of your level of wellness and potential lifespan. Remember that number. Nurture, on the other hand, involves epigenetics. Epigenetics includes everything that is not genetics. Your internal and external environments, beginning with gestation, the type of birth experience you had, and all the other experiences since, the good and bad bacteria and viruses that live inside your body, your microbiome and virome, cellular memory, and your lifestyle choices. In adulthood, you have at least partial, if not complete, control over your lifestyle choices. All things being equal, and you're not run over by a robot-driven vehicle or struck down by a drone, epigenetics is now believed to contribute about 70% to your level of wellness and potential lifespan. Remember that number, too. A 70% impact is bad news if your lifestyle is not aligned with what studies have shown to be beneficial to health and longevity. It's great news if it does, because the contribution of epigenetics is more than twice that of genetics. Is it really possible to craft a healthier future for yourself? One that can improve both your brain and body health and your potential longevity? The answer? There is a great deal you can do, and it starts with a mindset. Yours. Mindset is a collection of beliefs and attitudes about life. Your personal perceptions come from your mindset and impact how you perceive and then interpret what happens to you. Dr. Carol Dweck describes two main types of mindsets, fixed and growth, which can be identified in children as young as 4 years old. A fixed mindset leads you to perceive that who you are is cast in cement, including your character and your behaviors, your health, and your lifespan. It is what it is. You are who you are. A fixed mindset leads you to routinely repeat behaviors that you perceived were once successful, and it can prevent you from learning new and often much more functional behaviors. What helped you to be successful 10, 20, or 30 years ago may be less likely to help you in today's world. A growth mindset, on the other hand, leads you to perceive that your character and your behaviors are not set in stone. You are able to attempt new challenges, learn new skills, adapt to a changing environment, and exhibit healthier and more successful behaviors. You realize that the choices you make, either negatively or positively, impact both your level of health and potential longevity. Rather than, it is what it is, a growth mindset says, it is largely what you make it. Your mindset and lifestyle function as epigenetic or environmental signals. What does that mean? Bruce Lipton, PhD, arguably the most knowledgeable individual in the area of epigenetics currently alive on planet Earth, uses a metaphor to help explain this. Imagine 100,000 microscopic switches on the surface of each cell membrane, which itself functions as a flexible crystal semiconductor or processor. In the concrete world of construction, think of the cell membrane functioning as a contractor who oversees the construction processes, both in the original building and later on for repair or remodeling. The switches receive epigenetic signals from your internal and external environments, including all your senses, and relay them to components inside the cell. This impacts how the building blocks of life are created initially, how cell processes are initiated, and how cells replicate and are repaired, or not. That's good news. It means that your lifestyle choices impact not only your level of health and wellness, but how long you live. They also influence how accurately your genetic blueprints are followed. Your brain can only do what it thinks it can do, and you're the one who needs to tell it what it can do. That brings us to self-talk, which goes hand in hand with mindset. Human beings talk to themselves, some researchers say every waking moment, and what you tell yourself silently or aloud and how you say it are critically important. Your words, positive and negative, create pictures in your mind's eye that filter down to your subconscious mind, which includes all of your body and perhaps 80% of your brain, providing your subconscious with a map to follow. If you are doing something in life that results in negative outcomes, identify it and then stop talking about it. Do start talking about what you want to do as if it's already a done deal. Let's say you learn the importance of staying well hydrated by drinking plenty of water, and find out that drinking a glass of water 15 to 30 minutes before you eat a meal can help your digestive system work more efficiently. Most people might say, I'm going to start drinking water before I eat. Well, your brain is smart enough to recognize future tense and is likely to think, well, that is then and this is now. When then becomes now, if you still want to do this, I'll help you. Based on your track record, however, you'll likely have forgotten all about it. Just imagine all the time and energy your brain, will have saved. Studies have shown that when you want to tell your brain what to do, it's more efficient to use your first name and the pronoun you. Tell your brain only what you want to have happen as if it's a done deal. Use present tense and positive instructions, as your brain tends to get in gear to help you primarily when it thinks it is happening now. This type of positive self-talk helps you access willpower, which, by prompting you to repeat the behavior over and over, assists you in persisting until a healthier new behavior is firmly in place. And then you just continue it for the rest of your life. Remember, the function of willpower is not designed to help you stop a less than desirable behavior, especially if it gives your brain some type of perceived reward. Willpower is designed to help you persist in creating and sustaining a better behavior, one that gives you positive outcomes. Hand in hand, mindset and self-talk are key components of a longevity lifestyle. Thomas Edison reportedly thought the brain was so important that your body's chief job is to transport your brain from place to place. Transporting your brain quickly, safely, and efficiently is not easy if your body is in poor health. Conversely, your body might not be very enthusiastic about taking your brain much of anywhere if it is in a state of dreadful brain health. Developing positive mindset and self-talk styles can put you light years ahead of most people on planet Earth. Both are critically important components of epigenetics, which impacts who you are, your level of health, and your potential lifespan. Choose wisely. I didn't know Henry Ford personally, although my first car was a Ford station wagon. His ambition was to build automobiles that ordinary citizens could afford and to design a way to make more of them faster than anybody else. Reportedly, he said, "If you believe you can or you believe you can't, either way, you're right." To recap, according to doctors Rosen and Oz, 70% of how long you live and how well you live is in your hands. That's epigenetics. How can you consciously and positively impact your future through epigenetics? By creating and maintaining a longevity lifestyle, one that can assist you in staying healthier and younger for longer. Would you like to know something about what your mindset and self-talk have been in the past? Then look at your body today. Would you like to know what your body will be like in the future? Then look at your mindset and self-talk today. Believe that you can stay younger and healthier for longer, and then get busy and make that happen. Mindset and self-talk matter.